Please help me welcome Najwa Zebian.
I'm really excited about this. Please give a warm welcome to my dear friend, Miss Najwa Zebian.
Please welcome to the stage, Najwa Zebian.
Give it up, guys. Give it up for her. Give it up.
I want you to imagine your worries and burdens as mountains. How heavy are they? Lift them off your shoulders, lift them off your heart, and start climbing. That's what I did. And when I ask you, what's your story is not what happened to you. Your story is who it made you become. Your story is not how they broke you. Your story is how you put yourself back together and stitched your pieces with gold. Your story is not how they silenced, mistreated, bullied, or judged you or took advantage of you. Your story is how you gave yourself a voice. Your story is your ability to look someone in the eye and feel their pain. It's your empathetic heart, your kind soul. So if I asked you today, what's your story? What will you say? Because the truth is, you could be at the peak of the mountain of success or at the valley of pain. And if someone just wants to see your exterior, that is all they will see. And the most important lesson, this is what I will end with, that I want you to go home with today, is if you allow yourself to see beneath the surface of yourself, there is no way anything that anyone says could go past the surface. When I arrived in Canada, I was very aware of how different I was. But to be honest, I didn't care because that wasn't my biggest concern. My biggest concern was feeling like I belonged here, like I had a place. And having that as the struggle of my whole life, coming to a brand new place, it just felt like I didn't want to feel anymore. Because feeling was so painful. Writing meant that I was feeling. Opening up my journal meant that I was looking at all these pages that I had written about all the dreams and promises that I promised my older self that I couldn't achieve. So I ripped up my journal and said, I'm never writing again at 16. I did grade 12, first year university, second year, third year, fourth year. Did teachers college and started teaching the year afterwards. And the very first day, the principal walks in with 8 young kids from grade 2 to 8. And they had just arrived from Libya, which was torn by war. They had been in Canada for a few days. And I looked at them and I saw my 16-year-old self. The girl who felt like she didn't belong. The girl who felt like, what's going on? Where am I? And why am I here? How many of you have been through an experience where you felt so much pain, but there was no way for that pain to leave you? Or where you felt this small, this belittled, and there was no way out of it? Raise your hand if you've experienced this or if you know someone who has. Probably every single person in the room. Maya Angelou says, there is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of you. I knew this before I read it because I was carrying a story inside of me that felt as heavy as mountains, and I didn't heal from it until I started climbing those mountains. Are you ready to go on a healing journey with me right now? Yes? There's this story that I always tell myself. It begins with, I don't deserve to be loved. And it ends with, I will never find love. And every time I would open my heart and share it with someone, and my heart would be broken or I would be rejected, and I would feel that pain again in my chest, I would say, well, what did you think would happen? You know this. You know the ending. Why would you even try? So I thought deeper. If I've convinced myself that this is my story, and I've accepted it, why does it still hurt so bad every single time? Is it because I equate my worth or what I say from my heart with what I receive in return? No. Thank you.